Hello, welcome to Parenting with Salma Prabhu. I am a clinical psychologist, career counselor, and author of two books. One is on parenting, Mom, Dad, You're Wonderful, and the other is on success stories of children with learning difficulties. You are my star. Today, I am going to share some points and some tips on the very important topic which almost every parent or individual has been asking me to speak about and guide them. And the topic is screen addiction. As we all know that screen addiction was not really spoken about as an addiction before COVID. But during COVID, almost everyone took to screen in different format. Almost everyone, from little children to adults. And when I'm talking about this topic, it's not just about the teenagers or children. I'm talking about everybody. There are a lot of adults also who are facing of how to break from this addiction. First of all, I would say that this addiction is also like any other addiction. What is an addiction? When we start telling lies or when we avoid our regular work or our regular responsibilities or what we are supposed to do on a daily basis, if we put it away and we are hooked on to the screen or any other activity which hampers our growth, our self-improvement, our performances, our responsibilities, then it becomes an addiction. In fact, severe addiction is when a person is even ready to harm the other person who is stopping them from doing what they want to do. So, here comes the role of dopamine, the neurotransmitter, which helps you to feel good. And screen time or playing a game or spending time on the screen actually releases dopamine. So, this is as severe and as serious as being drug addicted. So, whoever is watching this video, please ensure that the seriousness of this addiction is taken into consideration to be as serious as being addicted to drug. Because sometimes when I ask the family to work on this together, they tell me they don't have that kind of time or resources. So if we were having a drug addiction and we know we are having drug addiction, would we take this position of treating it not seriously just because it's a screen? There are different types of screens in front of us all the time. Either it is the phone, which is the easiest, then there is laptop, then there is television, iPads, notepads, etc. The best way to break this habit, it's a habit which is not useful. Screens are there for our benefits and for our convenience and not for our destruction. Today, screen is destroying our health, our communication, our relationships, and so much more. So, first step would be to accept that this is an addiction. Only when acceptance is there, the person takes the next step, which is to make a plan of how to come out of this addiction. And I always tell, while making a plan, make a list of the substitutes that you're going to use. For example, when a person wants to quit smoking or quit alcohol when it is an addiction, that person first of all starts making a plan of how to find substitute, finding out the root cause, what is the need. Because many a times the root cause is escape. First it begins with just escaping, or it is boredom, or it is giving a lot of dopamine happiness and keeping all the stress away. Initially it begins with that, but later on it goes on to become an addiction. Then even when stress is not there, the person happens to smoke or drink or take to screen because it has become a compulsive habit. Please see how I emphasize on the word habit. So first identify what is the cause of it. Are you bored? Don't you have enough social life? Or do you have communication issues with your family or with your friends? Or you have any kind of learning difficulty and you are escaping from your education, or in general you are escaping from responsibilities, whatever is the root cause. So in your plan, your first step will be to accept, find out the root cause, and the third step would be to take help. Help from your family, help from your friends, help from counselors, help from mentors, help from people who have managed to break this habit. Take help. There is no shame or no feeling bad about taking help, because people are always ready to help. The fourth step is to find substitutes. Like for example, people who smoke or drink, they find substitutes like chewing a gum or taking a mint, or it is all oral fixation when it comes to addiction of smoking and drugs and alcohol. But when it comes to screen time, it's more of escape. So look out for activities which are going to give you the same thing, dopamine, like playing sports or going for trekking or helping the community service or even helping out with the family in the house. Learning new skills. There is never any age to start learning a new skill. Plan your screen time. For example, most of the people take the first thing, that is their phones, when they wake up. Make up your mind that you are not going to look into the phone immediately as you wake up, but you're going to go out, you're going to look at the nature, or you're going to enjoy your cup of tea or coffee, and you're going to read, or you're just read from the book or a newspaper, not from the screen. Or you are going to just sit doing nothing. It's okay. It's not necessary that when you're doing nothing, you need to have the phone in your hand. Keep your timings. So keep your time. Now this is my work time, and now I am going to go to the screen for whatever time required. Keep notifications reminding you that your time is up and you can now move to the next activity which does not require the screen. Remember, I'm not talking of people who work on the screen. For them, I will take another session helping them with their shoulder pain and neck pain and arms pain, etc. This is for people who go to the screen because they are addicted, and especially the phone and games. So your next step, as I said, is finding substitutes, healthy substitutes. Then next thing is also food. There are a lot of foods which release dopamine, and you will find it in the links which are there on my YouTube channel, also on this. So Look out for the substitute for food which will release dopamine and try adding that to your diet. Spend time with people, communicating, being happy, and feeling of worth. Most of the time, the feeling of worth is very important. To feel that you have a purpose, you want to do something, you want to leave your footprints behind, you want to help others. I am sure when you're doing all these activities, automatically the screen will go on the back burner. It's not going to be there because you're bored, but it's going to be there only when you need it and when it is useful for you. So, with these few tips, I don't want to load you with too much. I'm sure if you want to do it, you can do it. See you soon. Thank you.